Hello and welcome to the Tuesday Tell-All. This is Driver Interviews with Bobby Fazio channel. And it's Tuesday already. Tuesday, April 15th. It's tax day. Oh boy, I wonder how busy Ray Minnick was today. All right, y'all get your taxes in. Get them nice big tax returns so you can buy car parts with them. I'm assuming that's what everybody's going to do with the money. So hopefully you got them done or you got the extension. Anyways, how's everybody doing out there? Who was racing in Vegas? Anybody still at Vegas right now that's tuning in? Let's see. Russ Abrams, how you doing? Michigan, it was 70 yesterday. It's 40 today. Hard to race. I bet, man. That's dial accordingly. That can happen sometimes, you know? That can happen at like the Nationals at Maple Grove in September. Daniel K. Davis, how you doing? It's time. Make sure you have a good weather station for a weather swing like that too. Daniel K. Davis, what's up? Man, I got notification. I thought Bobby was actually on time. I was on time today, kind of. Wasn't I? What time is it? 8:32? I might have started at 8:31. Ray. Come on. As long as that's before 9 o'clock, I'm on time, right? Where's Walt Walker? There he is. Let's go. Happy Tuesday, Walt Walker. I wonder if he's still working or if he's done for the day. He might be on his last job for the day because he's an hour behind me. What's going on, Walt? How you doing, buddy? Michael Borst, what's up? What's up? Doug Deck. Must be Tuesday. What's going on, Doug? Doug's got a really nice Mustang in stock eliminator. You ought to see that thing. What year is that thing, Doug? Like a 2003 or something like that? Let us know. 4.6 liter. Terry Nolan. Oh, God. Terry Nolan's Chevy, too. Terry. Don't sell that car without talking to me first. John Rodriguez. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Ray Klotz. How you doing? Speaking of Chevy Novas, what's going on, Ray? How are you, buddy? Ray's a little earlier. I think Ray's about a 65 or so. Don Kennedy getting ready for the Indy points race from a pit snob. All right. What's going on in Indy, by the way? We've got April 25th to the 27th. So that's coming up next weekend. Good luck out there, Don. Indy just had a national open this past weekend. Not a very big car count. I would have thought it would have been a little higher than that. And would have been nice for, let's see, why didn't they have it this weekend right before the divisional? They could have probably stacked it up. Maybe everybody would have just left their stuff there for the week. Tom Gent, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Chuck Weisberg, top of the evening. Tom and Russ probably I think I saw them on the list for Bristol, by the way. Bristol national event. When's that one? That is June 6th to the 8th. We've got Vegas just happened, and now we're going to come to the East Coast and do the Charlotte 4-wide next weekend. What's going on, Amcam? How you doing? So lots of racing going on. I will not be racing any of those events. I will begin in May at Maple Grove Raceway. DriverInterviews.com. Guys, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you could. If you need shirts, here's a shirt right here. I like the gray shirt, but the black shirt sells the most. Stickers and sponsorship opportunities, donations. You can do all of that on DriverInterviews.com, and I really appreciate all the help I can get to get me to those races. OriginalLupeTortilla.com. Stan and Sheila Holt, the main sponsor of this show, this channel, and this whole project. Obviously, you see their logo on everything, every thumbnail, every YouTube video. So I appreciate their help, and I know they're happy grandparents right now with a nice 5-month-old. So hope to see you guys pretty soon. DragInsights.com. Research yourself, research your opponents. I was just on there again today looking for, well, not only the birthdays, because we got to give some birthday shout-outs, but again, always looking to see who in my class is the fastest. I love the analytics tab. You can just sort by class, in stock and super stock and whatever else, probably comp and things like that, but I don't really go in there too much and see who's the baddest. So that's draginsights.com, among 1,000 other things you could do on there. So check it out, guys. Free registration. All you need is an email address. Don Kennedy Race Car Insurance, 602-284-6240 or 1DonKennedy@gmail.com. We just saw Don. He's here. He's the pit snob. He's the self-proclaimed pit snob. He's always got a good pit spot. So if you can try to pit near Don Kennedy, it's always a wise decision if you ask me. And then you can talk to him about getting your race car insured, among other things. So Don can help you out. He races and he handles the claims. Thank you, Don. Rob Youngblood, if you want to get, a stick shift in your car, check out Rob Youngblood, advancedclutches.com. Y'all saw that beautiful clutch that I'm going to be running this year on my 289. And I highly recommend you guys give Rob a call as well. It's very light, very nicely machined, very pretty too. I mean, good God. So I can't wait to try it. I can't tell you anything yet because I haven't gotten the car out there yet, but as soon as I do, I'll be sure to give you all feedback on that, among other things that I'm trying this year on that car. The only thing I'm not trying is a Pontiac engine in the car. But if I was, I will go to PontiacEngines.com and talk to Bruce Fulper about it. Hi, Bruce. Where are you? He's the Mr. 428 guy. I think Brad Burton runs that combo. I know Don Kennedy runs that combo. That's Bruce Fulper's favorite combo. Got that thing derated nicely back in the day. Way to go, Bruce. Can you do that for a Ford? RocketmanCoatings.com. Engine and drivetrain coatings. That's Rocky Jordash. And contingency sponsor as well, but you can get all the parts coated in your engine, rings, pistons, pins, bearings, lifters, whatever you want, man. He can do it. I posted a picture. I shared a picture the other day of some nice bearings that he coated, and got a lot of feedback for that. So thank you, Rocket Man. And guys, if you want to get that done, reach out to him, RocketmanCoatings.com. Hopefully you got your taxes done. That's Ray Minnick. Where's Ray Minnick? He's probably busy doing taxes, so he's probably not going to be on tonight. RP Minnick, RPM at rpminnick.com or 267-247-7601, man. Taxes and racing. That's a big deal, guys. Let him get you set up. He can help you out. And last but not least, VP Racing Fuels. Guys, the VP is paying contingency for fuel and oil this year. So oil, lubricants is its own section of contingency. And then, as always, the race fuel. And VP is now the official fuel of NHRA again, so it's a lot easier to get now. You can actually get it at national events and divisional events if they are like part of it. I guess it's got to be part of the track. Like, so we'll go to Cecil County. VP is there. I think VP is also at Maple Grove because they sell it in the shed there. But certain tracks, you can get it, and you can get it cheap too. Cecil County is a great place to get. I shouldn't give away my secrets there, but Cecil County is a great place to get VP fuel for cheap. All right, let's see. Where are we? Got to shout out some birthdays, and then the comments are flying in. I got to find out where the last comment was. All right, but these are the Drag Insights birthdays. If you are a member of Drag Insights and you provided your birthday, I'll be able to give you a shout out here. So we got Justin Hoff and Rob Cruzen. Their birthday was April 12th. Happy birthday, guys. Rob Cruzen, standout super stock racer. Brad Burton, how about that? April 13th, I believe he was racing on his birthday, and I believe his dad won on his birthday. So happy birthday, Brad Burton. We got Marissa Hammond and Trey Payne. There's some more big names there. April 14th, that was yesterday. So happy birthday, Marissa and Trey. And then Jenna Moorhead and Carson Kunn today, April 15th. So happy birthday, Jenna Moorhead and Carson Kunn. Way to go. All right, so if you want your birthday shout out, become a member of Drag Insights so I can see you on the calendar. All right, Ray Klotz. It is a 65 Nova. Beautiful. Okay, what else? Who else we got? Jimmy Carter, what's going on? Jimmy, how you doing? Doug Dex got a 99 Mustang. 99 Mustang. All right. Nice, pretty silver car. Still working, depending on the division. 2 minutes isn't late. Right? Right. Cobra Jet Racer, 9,500 RPM. Hello from Motown. What's going on? Ray Minnick. Tax season has ended. All right. Ray's probably getting a breather right now. Good job, Ray. Glad to have you here, buddy. Thanks for your support. We appreciate it. Justin Graham. Whoop. Brian Cools is still up. Enjoying the channel. Thank you, Brian Cool. I appreciate that. Justin Graham has the Emmons Bidwell situation. What was that all about? I saw that and I was curious about it. So if anybody's got an explanation as to what happened there, let me know, because Bidwell went down the track by himself and then they reran it with Emmons in the other lane. I can't remember which Emmons brother it is, or it was. It was Terry or Gary. I know it wasn't Jerry. So somebody let me know what that was all about. I'd appreciate that. What's going on, Rocket Man? How you doing? Any news from Vegas if guys are still coin flipping or pushing the higher qualified car gets the lane choice? Was that rule enacted immediately, or was that starting in 2026? I wasn't sure. I totally forgot to check and see when that rule was going to go into effect. But either way, I don't care. Somebody let me know when that one goes in. 271 horse 289 is now 120. Yeah, thank you, and thank you. Oh my goodness. Get that thing down to 225 and I'd be happy. Mark Sargenti, what's going on, Mark? Speaking of 289s, how you doing, buddy? Steve DeLucia, what's up? How you doing, Steve? And Brian Zenzen's late to the show, but that's all right. How you doing, Brian? Thanks for tuning in. And Billy Ryder, you were at a Phillies game recently. How you doing, Billy? I like that jersey you had too. I need to. I like that color. I like the retro. The retro. All right. So, did anybody see what happened to Warren Evans? This is terrible. Warren Evans handles the streaming for NHRA TV for our divisional races. He's got all the camera equipment. He's got transmitters. Believe me, I have. I try this streaming every once in a while at some of our local races, and I have what I think is a lot of equipment and invested a lot of money in it. I don't have a fraction of all the stuff that he has. And his car was broken into in Vegas this past weekend or last night, and they stole his equipment. I don't know if they stole every single piece of it, but they stole a lot of it. I mean, thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of equipment. And Warren Evans is a really nice guy, and I know he's got a lot of money invested in all that equipment, so we want to try and help him out. There's a GoFundMe out there for Warren Evans if you want to help out. They've already raised a couple $1,000s, but I know they were trying to raise more because he's got way more than a couple $1,000s worth of equipment that got stolen. So if you guys can help out, if somebody can post that link, that GoFundMe link, share it in the comments here so I can post it up for everybody to see. That'd be great. Yeah, just unfortunate, man. How do they... When you have stuff in your cars, man, you gotta hide it, I guess. I don't know how they knew. If they could look in, because it looked like it was in a parking garage. Just terrible. Terrible. What's going on, Paul? How you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Joe Collins, what's up, buddy? How are you, Joe? Greetings from Sin City. There's Pete Lanciers. He's out there in Vegas. Pete had a heads up this past weekend. What's going on, Tom Maoli? He's going to Vegas, I guess, to watch, to hang out with Chuck Stubeck. Let us know. Love that car, by the way. All right, let's see. Let's get into the results from the Vegas 4-wide, and then we'll get into the last remaining things that we got to talk about. All right, number one qualifier out in Vegas this past weekend. In stock eliminator was Bob Gullett in the F-Stick 68 Nova. Excuse me. I think he's got a 350 in that thing. 1092.4 on a 12 flat index. He was 107.6 under the index. Congratulations, stick car. Number one qualifier, Bob Gullett. Good driver, too, by the way. In the final, though, how about this? There were 65 cars in stock eliminator, by the way, so it was a 7-round race by one car. If there was one less car, it would have been a 6-round race. David McGaw in an 82 Camaro J-Stock Automatic made it all the way to the final round. That is no easy task. Squaring off against Scott Burton in the 2010 Mustang. That's a factory stock D car. That is Brad Burton's father right there. Scott does not drive Pontiacs anymore. He's wheeling a Ford Mustang now. 2010 version. I think it's got the 428 cubic inch engine in it. He dialed 1006, while David dialed an 1196. David was 36 thousandths on the red side, leaving first. Scott Burton didn't even have to leave the starting line if he wanted to. He got the win there, and he ran it out 1003 on a 1006. He was 034 on the tree, and he went 134 miles an hour. Actually went almost 135 miles an hour. Now, he was puffing out smoke as he went through the finish line in the shutdown area. He was puffing out smoke, so hopefully his car is okay. I have not heard otherwise. So let me know if Scott Burton's going to be able to race this weekend. I hope it was something maybe like a breather or something like that, but it looked like it was pushing out a decent amount of smoke. So hopefully he got it fixed. That was his 5th national event win. Congratulations, Brad Burton out of Colorado. Used to live right by the Denver track. I think he used to race there a lot, and it closed. So he's got, he doesn't have the ability to race. He used to race a lot of weekends, bracket racing and what have you, to get a lot of practice in. He's not able to do that anymore. So I guess he doesn't need it. He's still driving well. Congratulations. All right. And in super stock, number one qualifier, Ford Mustangs, 69 Mustang of Tony Hughes. It's a super stock E automatic car. Tony's out of Las Vegas, so this is his home track. Qualified with a 957.7 on a 1052 index. The indexes are adjusted a little bit out there in Las Vegas for the altitude, or the elevation, I should say. So indexes are a little odd. A 1052 index is not something you would normally hear on the East Coast, that's for sure. There were 60 cars in Superstock, so this was a 6-round race. And in the final was Chad Guilford in a 2010 Cobra Jet Mustang. He's running factory GTB, so I'm not sure the combination he was running in the Cobra Jet there. And he was squaring off against Justin Lamb, who's in a 2022 Camaro. It's a Super Stock A modified stocker. So Super Stock A stock. And this is Justin Lamb's home track. And Justin Lamb, you would think, is always the favorite here in Vegas. Now, Chad Guilford, they said he never won a national event before, but I'm pretty sure they also said he's a former world champion from like 1992 or something like that. So this is pretty amazing here. He is dialed 867 in the final round there, leaving second. Justin Lamb, who usually, I would say, leaves second most of the time, was leaving first. Justin was dialed 889. And Justin was 005 red. How about that? Red lights away his chance of victory here. Gives the win to Chad Guilford, who was 012 on the tree. Wow. Chad was dialed 867 and ran an 863, so he was holding 4 there. Justin ran an 886 on an 889, so he was holding 3 there. They both ran them out. Justin went 150 miles an hour. Chad went 160 miles an hour. So, interesting. All right. Well, Chad Guilford gets his first national event win. And that's pretty impressive. He was 007 on the tree the round before against Brad Burton. He was 055 against Kobe Fuller. He was 072 in a bye run. He was 069 against Randy Logie. And he was 007 in the first round against Tony Hughes. So Tony Hughes qualified number 1. Had the, unfortunate opportunity of running Chad Guilford in the first round. And Chad Guilford was 007 on the tree against him. So that's how that pans out sometimes. I'm telling you. And then Justin Lamb was 002 against Hunter Pierdola in the first round. That's pretty amazing. Grant Singer, he took out in the second round. That was last year's winner. Mike Howard, he took out in the third round. He was 010. 046 against Larry McClanahan, who I think the announcers were saying Larry McClanahan was part of the Ryan McClanahan, Brian McClanahan family, but that is not true. Last names are spelled differently. Justin was 038 against Rick McKinney. I guess Justin decided he wanted to step it up a little bit, and he went red. So that was unfortunate. Let's see. Walt explained to us the Gary Emmons Superstock car was broken, but his stock opponent thought it was his stocker. So instead of waiting until the end of the session, the opponent elected to run without him early in the round. Okay. Interesting. All right. So I guess he heard, it was Gary Emmons, by the way, that Gary's car was broke, and then just went up and ran. Huh. All right. So then they reran it. And I don't remember who won. I think Gary Emmons won the rerun. All right. Pete Lanciers was flipping all rounds. Scott's car was fine. Oil leak on the right side header. Okay. All right. So thankfully that was minor. Pete Ducko, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? And thanks, Pete Lanciers, for that information. All right. Here's another weird round. It was a heads up. In Superstock, a Superstock B modified heads up. You don't see too many heads ups in modified in Superstock. So this was cool. I was really looking forward to this. It was Anthony Bertozzi versus Kobe Fuller. Now, I believe Kobe Fuller is driving a car that is going to be or is owned by Shelby Williams. It's a car that they're putting together for Shelby Williams in Superstock, if I heard that correctly over the loudspeaker. But Shelby Williams has a killer Camaro in Superstock, so I don't know what's going on with all these cars here, but I guess we'll find out. Anyways, did anybody see this heads up and how many times Bertozzi got on the trans brake button? It just sounded painful to me. Now, he might have been doing it on purpose to try and get Kobe to red light or something. He might have been trying to psych him out, because I think Kobe had the performance advantage here. Colby Fuller. So what happened was they were both pre-staged. Anthony got in, staged up, and Colby wasn't in yet. Anthony got on the trans brake. And you can hear it, wide open throttle on the trans brake. Then he got off of it. Then Colby was flickering the bulb and getting in, and Anthony got on the trans brake again and then got off of it. Then Colby got in. They were all 4 bulbs were lit. Anthony got on it again. The lights came down. Colby left the starting line. Anthony went nowhere. So either he fried his transmission or he just, was just not in the mood to run that heads up race there and was just trying to get Colby to red light. But somebody knows what happened there. Give us a little feedback on that round. So interesting. I was looking forward to a heads up modified run there. Never really see that. All right, let's move into Indianapolis. Indianapolis, Indiana. There was a national open there, the Spring Classic. There were 30 stockers and 17 super stockers that made the call for first round. Stock eliminator number one qualifier was Rob Holmes in the Kimosabi K-Stock Automatic 1977 Formula Firebird. He was 140 plus under the index. So congratulations, Rob Holmes. That is fast in K-Stock Automatic. Yikes. All right. And let's see. In the eliminator, Clarence Harding in a factory stock C 2014 Copo got the win over Ellis A. Booth in the W stock 1976 Pinto. Talk about a chase here. It's a shame. The Pinto was dialed 1529. He went 005 red and ran 1528 with a 6. Broke out by 4th out at 86 miles an hour. This would have been a hell of a race here. Clarence Harding dialed 914. He was 079 on the tree and ran a 913 with a 4. He broke out by 6th out. So, yeah, this really would have been an interesting race. Clarence Harding gets the win. Congratulations, Clarence, on the win out there. Wow, that was a nice 6-second head start there. Superstock, Ernie Neal II was number one qualifier, as you would expect, in the Superstock P Automatic 1996 Caprice. I don't know, he was like 2 seconds under the index, as he always is when he runs that car. So there's no AHFS. You can go as fast as you want at a national open, so that's why people are going 140 and 2 seconds under here. And you can go as fast as you want at these national opens without any repercussions. Bo Fowler, Superstock M Automatic in a 1978 Plymouth Volare. He was dialed 1076, 004 on the tree, and ran a 1078 at 121 miles an hour. Beat the young gun Avery Duncan in the Superstock F Automatic 69 Nova. He was dialed 980. He was 033 on the tree, and wasn't much he could do there. I think he was locked out. Yeah, he was. He was 033 and locked out. How about that? He ran 982 on the 980 dial at 133 miles an hour. So congratulations, Bo Fowler, on the win there. Superstock M Automatic 1978 Volare. All right, let's see where we are in the points here. And then I think we got a couple more announcements. So in stock eliminator, how about this? Darren Grossi is number one in the country right now, in the world, I guess you could say. 309 points. And then C.W. Hofer's in second. Jeff Atkinson, Bruce Castle, and Dwayne Sheitlin round out your top 5 in stock eliminator. Ryan McClanahan, he wasn't in Vegas last weekend. I was wondering why I didn't see him there. Ryan McClanahan, number 1. Leo Glassbrenner, Chad Guilford is now in 3rd. Evan Kowalski in 4th, and Michael Howard in 5th as your top 5 nationally in Superstock. And then in each division, Anthony Bongiovanni is in 1st place in stock and Superstock in Division 1. Steve Foley and Orion Riley are tied in Division 2. Ronnie Dutton is number 1 in Superstock. Steve Foley and Orion Riley are tied in stock. Division 3, Josh Decker in stock. Tyler Kahili in Superstock. Division 4, Ron Browning in stock. Craig Galtieri in Superstock. Division 5, Jamie Peasht in stock. Doug Engels in Superstock. Division 6, Jody Lang in stock and Superstock in Division 6. And Division 7 is Kyle Rizzoli is tied with Darren Grossi in stock. And Ryan McClanahan is in 1st place in Superstock. So those are your points. That's your point situation. That is going to change this weekend in Division 7 and probably nationally as well. We got 2 events going on in Vegas. This starts tomorrow. Qualifying starts tomorrow, probably at 8 o'clock in the morning. So be ready. Let's see what kind of weather forecast we got going on there. 85 degrees tomorrow, 75 degrees on Thursday, 68 degrees, and that warmed up. That was supposed to be 62 degrees when I checked last night. 68 degrees on Friday, which is going to be great because we have Superstock class eliminations on Friday, and then 75 degrees on Saturday. So we are running Superstock class eliminations here in Vegas this weekend. Division 7, every division runs stock and Superstock class eliminations at least one event. So this is Division 7's Superstock class opportunity. I believe stock class opportunity will be at Famoso Raceway in September. So we'll see how that pans out. I've never been to that track before. Maybe one of these days I'll get out there. All right, what's going on? Darian Houston, I saw you running the modified car this weekend. What's it going to take to see you run in a Carolina Class Racers Association race? I don't know. A car? A car? I'll fly down. If it's a double event, I'm all for it. So that is different than what was run this weekend, Darian? Was it the Modified Production Association? Let me know, because that was pretty cool. I saw Robbie drawing run. I saw you running, and I love the sound of those modified stick cars off the starting line and shifting down track. What's going on, Brett Steven? We are all set up in Vegas. All right, in the 67 Mustang 390 car. Warren Monteith, what's up, Warren? How you doing, buddy? And he's saying good luck to Bob Bender at the Vegas Divisional. Bob Bender still on the World Tour. How's he doing? I haven't talked to him in about a week. So I saw he went out first round against Justin Hutto. And that was unfortunate for Bob, and I guess fortunate for Justin Hutto. All right, let's see. What else? Good luck, anybody in Vegas this weekend. We got a Mid-Atlantic Stock Super Stock Association race May 17th and another one on May 18th. That is the weekend before our Division I opener at Maple Grove. So if you want to get some runs in, get a little data on one of the best starting lines in the country and the fastest track in the country, head to Cecil County Dragway May 17th and 18th. It's probably $100 to run. I'm not sure. It was last year, $100 to enter for a $2,500 purse. So anyways, May 17th and 18th, Cecil County Dragway, Mid-Atlantic Stock Super Stock Association. If you want to win some big money, Thursday, May 22nd, this is the Thursday Test and Tune preceding the Division I event there, which starts on May 23rd at Maple Grove Raceway. This is Memorial Day weekend here, and we have the Night of Chaos on Saturday night with fireworks and entertainment as usual. Kyle Koretsky goes all out for the Saturday Night of Chaos there at the Divisional. But if you want to win some big money on Thursday, May 22nd, $125 at the gate, $400 to Marty Reinhardt. The $400 goes toward the purse. This is a stock, super stock combo. You will get one time run and then a chip draw to go into first round. So 100% of the intake will go to the payout. 50% goes to the winner, 20% goes to the runner-up, 10% goes to the semifinalists, and 2.5% goes to the quarterfinalists. So an opportunity to win some big money there at Maple Grove. This is on a Thursday Test and Tune. I mean, you get some test runs for the divisional, and you get to try to win some big money. So why not, right? And Thursday, May 22nd, Maple Grove Raceway. The Midwest Class Racers Race of Champions will be Friday, June 27th. That's at Rock Falls Raceway in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Drag Insights is a sponsor of this series here. They are paying for Dead on the Dial. So Friday, June 27th, Midwest Class Racers. Brian Zenzen has all the details on this race. Here's a flyer right here. The Race of Champions is a 16-car field. I believe if you were a winner or runner-up at previous races, you get to be in this 16-car field. And it's a $5,000 payout to win, $1,000 to runner-up, $500 for semifinal. And then there's a last chance Race of Champions. Runner-ups who don't qualify for the 16-car field get to run in the last chance race. That's $1,000 to win, $500 runner-up, and $250 semifinal. So there you go. There's the flyer. Ask Brian Zenzen if you have any questions. He can get you filled on that, or Brian Anderson too. I'm sure he knows all about this. He is a competitor in that series. This is like Division 5's stock, super stock series, and it's a very well-run organization and very well funded too. Thanks to Charlie at Midwest Finishes there. I think it was on that flyer. What was it called? Midwest Finishes or something. Where is it? Gosh darn it. Midwest Class Finishes. Something like that. I don't know. Somebody post it. Zen, where are you? Help me out. All right. CCRA and CCMP ran at Galat Motorsports Park. 62 cars. Wow. And 7 modifieds. That's an impressive car count. Dave Cott, what's going on? As a retired stock racer, it's great. You keep me informed on current racing. I do my best, man. I'm trying. A lot of heavy hitters in CCRA. Don Schuford took the win. Dan Fletcher was in the field this weekend. Wow. CCRA Carolina Class Racers Association is heating up. I know Robbie Drawn's big in that. The Brent Posey, Mike Posey, were they there? Who else? Foley? Was Foley there? Foley's in North Carolina. Get Bobby to the Race of Champions. Yes. Midwest Factory Finishes. Gosh darn it. You know what? I'm telling you, if I did this podcast at, 7:30 in the morning, 8 o'clock with my coffee, this would be, woo, I'd be on top of it, guys. But unfortunately, I do this at 8:30 at night, and you're getting what's left. You're getting what's left in this brain after tutoring math. You know what I thought about doing too? I thought about opening each one of these podcasts with a math problem, an SAT problem, just to see who can solve it. Quick, get 30 seconds, see you can solve it, and you guys can see what I do for a living, and we can test your knowledge of math. See how good you are at high school math, right? I think we should start that. Maybe we will. I have a feeling Walt Walker's going to get the answer in like 4 seconds. He's going to show us all up. All right, guys, I hope you're enjoying the reels I've been putting out. I know I've been promising you Stock Eliminator from Belrose, which is like a month old at this point, but it's coming out tomorrow. I'm going to post that one tomorrow. I don't like posting videos when there's racing going on because I feel like they don't get as many views because everybody's going to be watching the Vegas race tomorrow. So I'm going to try and get it out at like 10 a.m.-ish because Vegas race probably doesn't start till 11 a.m. So you can watch that before you watch your Vegas race. And I hope Vegas is going to be streamed. I don't even know. Warren Evans got his equipment stolen. So that's up for debate right now if we're going to even be watching the Vegas race. We've got lots and lots of views on these reels, though. The Joey Ship, Bob Bender, I think that was almost 500,000. What else? We got Rochelle T. Bear versus Stan Holt, a Chevy 2 showdown. How about that one? That one's over 600,000 views. I can't remember. Last time I checked, it was over 600. It's probably almost 700,000 now. But who knows? McNeil Freeman and Chris Sapelka. That one's probably over 500,000 now too. So the reels are killing, man. We're getting a lot of audience with these reels. So I gotta crank a couple of more of them out. I've got a cool chase in this video coming out tomorrow. It is Jeff Atkinson chasing down Mrs. Candice. I can't remember her first name at the moment. I believe it is Brett Candice's wife in the white station wagon. I think Tim Stickles used to own this station wagon, by the way. So it is a cool chase. The camera is in Miss Candice's car, and, I got it on the swivel. So we'll see her leave, and then we'll look back, and we'll watch Jeff Atkinson try to chase her down, and we'll see what happens. And then I think I put the camera in Jeff Atkinson's car to chase down one of the Booth brothers. So we've got a camera watching Jeff Atkinson chase you down, and then we got the camera in Atkinson's car chasing somebody down. So those are the two chases, I believe. Those are the ones that I can remember off the top of my head that are going to be in this video coming out tomorrow. And Candice. Thank you, Dave Lay. So that's a cool video, by the way. I love the chase. Everybody loves the chase. Thank you, Tom Gent. And Candice. All right, a question involving the rational root theorem, please. You got it, buddy. Don't get me started on that one. Oh, God, I'll tell you what. Talk about math that, these kids ask me something, when am I ever going to need this? And sometimes I just don't have an answer for them. I'm like, you know what? You might need it on the next test. That's my answer. I don't know. What's up, Ernie Neal? How you doing, buddy? Yep. Good to see you. Nice job. Nice job qualifying number 1 out there. Give us something to do in stacking. Yes. I believe you know what? I think Moody will do probably well pretty well because he's a physics teacher. No math problems. Have enough when looking at the racing budget. Oh, man. Yep. Don't need, that is one thing I don't have a spreadsheet for. I don't want to know. I don't want the wife to know. Google Math. There you go. All right. The answer to that question is problem solving. Problem solving. Yes. You know what? And I got another answer for that question that a teacher taught me one time. And because they said, when am I ever going to use this? When am I ever going to use this? And he said, listen, it's teaching your brain to solve problems, just like Moody just said. It's teaching your brain to look at something and figure out a way to get through it. Just like when you're training for sports, okay? We don't lift weights on the football field, he said. You don't do squats on the football field. You do that in the gym to build up your strength for the football game. So this is the same thing. You're building up brain muscles by doing these math problems, even the rational root theorem, to get out there and solve problems in real life, right? However, Algebra 1 is very, very useful in real life and very useful in drag racing, by the way, for dialing and slope. I shouldn't give everything away here, but slope intercept form, if you guys Google that stuff, very useful when you're trying to make some predictions for your race car. How you doing, Hayden Brown? I was going to be a math major, but things just didn't add up. Well, I never planned on being a math major. I actually went to school for engineering, and then went this route for some reason. So my friends that finished engineering are doing pretty well. You know what? If I was going to do all this hard math, I should have just became an engineer. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, Chuck Weisberg. Yep, I feel you. I hear you, buddy. All right, do we have any more announcements here? Did we get through them all? I think we did. I know there is a vote going on that James Boyce was doing on classracer.com. If you guys want to check that out for the air shifters and electric shifters and stock eliminator. It looks like a lot of people are voting against. I've seen a lot of against votes on that. So make sure you get your voice heard. I guess he's going to present it to NHRA and give them a little data to back up this, I guess try to persuade the decision that they have made. It's not supposed to go into effect until January 1st of 2026. So I'm not a big fan of air shifters in stock eliminator or electric shifters or anything like that. I think you should be switching your own gears in stock eliminator, but that's just one man's opinion. All right. As far as the coin flips, let us know what's going on with that. Now, it sounds like Pete Lanciers was flipping coins. I want to know if anybody else was just going with the higher qualified. If that rule is in effect as of present day, I will abide by it. If I am qualified at the bottom, I will give you the lane choice. If you want to flip, I'll flip. It's up to you, but I'll give you the choice because apparently that is the rule right now. So let me know what you guys are doing. Let me know what division is using the rule and if it's in effect. All right, guys, that's it for me. Have a good night. Good luck in Vegas. Be on the lookout for the stock eliminator from Belle Rose video tomorrow. You can watch it before you watch the Vegas event. All right, guys, thank you to the sponsors that support this show. Thank you to all of the viewers. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good night.